It was a quiet evening after a busy day of teaching and miracles. Jesus had just finished feeding over 5,000 people with only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Pretty amazing, right? Afterward, Jesus told his disciples to get into a boat and go across the lake while he stayed behind to pray. So the disciples climbed into the boat and started rowing across the water. The night was peaceful at first. But then, the wind started to pick up. The waves grew bigger and stronger. Soon, the boat was being tossed around by a fierce storm. The disciples were scared. They rowed harder and harder, but it felt like they were getting nowhere. Suddenly, in the middle of the storm, the disciples saw something, or someone, walking toward them on the water. They panicked. "It's a ghost!" they cried out. Then they heard a voice, calm and steady. "Take courage, it's me. Don't be afraid." It was Jesus. He was walking on the water toward them. Peter, one of the disciples, called out, "Lord, if it's really you, tell me to come to you on the water." Jesus smiled and said, "Come." Peter carefully climbed out of the boat, and to his amazement, he was standing on the water. He took a few steps toward Jesus, but then he noticed the strong wind and the crashing waves. Fear crept in. Peter began to sink. "Lord, save me!" he shouted. Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and pulled Peter up. "You have such little faith," Jesus said kindly. "Why did you doubt?" They climbed back into the boat, and as soon as they did, the wind stopped. The storm was gone. Everything was calm. The disciples were amazed. They knelt down and worshiped Jesus. "Truly, you are the Son of God," they said. Jesus showed his disciples that they could trust him, even when things seem scary or impossible. And just like Peter, when we start to sink, Jesus is always there to reach out his hand and pull us back up. When you're afraid, remember, Jesus is always with you. Thanks for watching, and remember to hit the like and subscribe button.